Hello students, welcome to the SourceFood learning session. SourceFood, one of the leading needs, helps the students in their life goals through schooling, sports and life skills. And here's the science for grade 5 with its second chapter, food, health and diseases. In this chapter we have learned already food and health in the previous class. Now we can learn about diseases. How does a disease cause? Disease may cause like when we don't have a sufficient nutrition in our body when we take in our daily food. Let's see about malnutrition. What do you mean by malnutrition? When a person whose diet do not provide all the nutrition like carbohydrate, fats, vitamins and minerals, they are not provided to the body in a right amount. That causes a malnutrition. Means it is a state of being unhealthy for a longer period of time. And here you can see some of the children. These are the children suffering from malnutrition. And those children, because of the less carbohydrates and proteins, they do not grow well and their body also will not develop. As you can see the muscles and the bones, muscles are not built because they are not provided with the proper nutrition. And they also will not gain the weight, and arms and legs become very weak and thin, and their skin becomes dry and flaky, like you can see the white patches on the body also, and they will cry for a long time with hunger, and they are not active and have sunken eyes. The eyes you can see it is gone inside, not as a normal people. It's sunken eyes they have, and they also feel often ill. And this malnutrition can be cured by providing a proper balanced diet which contains all the nutritious foods. By that we can cure the malnutrition. Next, what are the disease? Disease is a condition in which certain functions of the body gets disturbed, like some respiratory system, digestive system, all these get disturbed and a person may feel unwell. This causes a disease. And we can see how are the diseases caused? By some microorganisms. What are the microorganisms? The small organisms which cannot be seen through our eyes but which are seen through under microscope. Here you can see using a microscope we can see that small microorganisms. They are extremely small and with the help of a microscope we can watch them. There are variety of microorganisms like virus, bacteria, protozoa and fungus which causes diseases. These disease causing organisms we call it as germs and pathogens. Germs and pathogens are the organisms which make us feel ill. And some microorganisms like yeast which are helpful like cheese, pickle and curd are prepared using those microorganisms. We cannot see those microorganisms but they help in the preparation of cheese, pickle and even the curd. And first we can see about communicable or infectious diseases. What are communicable diseases? Those are passed from one person to another person. When there is a sick person, the disease is passed for the another person through some of like using when the sick person coughs, the small germs will pass on to the air, and that air if the healthy person will breathe, those healthy person will also get diseases. Like this, the diseases means it get infected to other persons. Like the example, cholera, malaria, swine flu, common cold. These are all the infectious diseases which can infect to other person from one sick person to the another person. And we can see one by one diseases like cholera. This is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholera. Bacteria called Vibrio cholera, and which are spread by the contaminated water or food. What is contaminated water? Like polluted or unclean water or food. Cholera is spread through a polluted water or food, and it has symptoms like frequent vomiting. The person who gets attacked to the cholera, they have a frequent vomiting and the watery stools. They keep on uh, having the watery stools. And how can we prevent those cholera disease? We should avoid food and water from the unclean sources. Like we should not get the water from the polluted area, and we should also drink the clean and filtered water, and we should not take the food from any unclean sources. Like when we go out and come back, we should always wash our hands, and we should clean our hands before taking our food, because even our nails will be filled with dust. The dust also may cause the disease. So we should take care in taking the food and water from the healthy sources. Next we can see about typhoid. It is also a disease which is caused by a bacteria called Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi, and which is also spread by the unclean or polluted water or food. And if a person gets typhoid, the primary symptoms are high fever, body ache, headache, and stomach ache. Even they can found rashes on the body and enlarged liver and spleen, and even the ulcer in the intestine. Ulcer is that when red wounds, small wounds that we get on our tongue, that ulcers are seen in the intestine also. The small ready wounds which we get in our tongue as it is in our intestine, and white coating on our tongue also. And what is the prevention measures that we can take to control this typhoid? Means we should also avoid the food and water from the unclean sources. And this is malaria. We are familiar with this disease, like it is caused by a bacteria called protozoa. Sorry, a microorganism called protozoa, and that is spread through mosquitoes and bites. It is a disease caused by a parasite called Plasmodium protozoa, and it is spread by a female mosquito called Anopheles. And the symptoms of the malaria are eye fever, body ache, and chills, even sweatings also. And how can we prevent this disease? We should not let the mosquitoes to grow around our surroundings, because it will spread the malaria disease easily, and we should not let the water to collect in our surroundings, which are the best source for the growth of mosquitoes. And even we should protect ourselves through mosquito repellents and even the nets also. And this is another communicable diseases like tuberculosis, which is caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This can easily spread from one person to another person, and it is spread through a air droplets. Like when a infected person sick, when an infected person coughs or sneezes, that germs will mix with the air, and if the healthy person breathe that air, the healthy persons become sick. It is spread by the contaminated, that is polluted air. And the symptoms like dry cough, mild fever, and feeling very weak are the symptoms. And it can be prevented by eating proper food and avoid contact with the infected person. And here we can find the ringworm. It is also the communicable diseases which is caused by a fungi. It is the infectious diseases of skin found in human and also some of the animals like sheep and cattle, where that fungi is the microorganism that survive by eating the plant and animal materials, and it infects the humans and the cattle, and these are the ringworms we can see here. And it also spreads by contact with the infected person. If you have a contact, like when we touch their hand or any place, like where they got the rashes, our ringworms, the other healthy persons also get those rashes on their body. This is how it spreads, and the symptoms are around itchy rashes. Here you can see the rashes on the screen which are itchy. And how we can prevent this from spreading? Maintain proper hygiene, and we should avoid the contact with the infected person. And how does these communicable diseases spread? You can see here communicable diseases also spread through food and water. These some of the bacteria and the protozoas are transported through drinking water and food that are disease causing germs. And how can we avoid getting the spread of those diseases? Like we should not eat the food which is sold in the places which is not covered, and the who keep the food in a open or touch food with their unclean hand. And even the germs grow in the overripened fruits and stale foods. Here you can see the stale fruits and the overripened fruits. They are the best source to growth of the germs easily. And we should keep our surroundings clean, and we should not eat in the unclean places. And we should clean our vessels properly and keep our places healthy. And we should not eat our food with the dirty hands. Before and after eating, we should clean our hands properly, and we should not eat or drink cut fruits or drink fruit juices and waters from the roadsides. Roadside stall, they are open, which may fill with the air often. That air also may spread the diseases, and the unclean air and unclean water may spread the diseases. And even the flies carries germs. You can see when the flies which sits on the garbage and dirt, there they can carry the germs, and even come and sits on the food which is uncovered, and thus the diseases spreads to the person who takes those foods. So we should cover our foods in our home or any other places with any container or plates, so that avoid the spreading of diseases. And we should wash our hands with soap and water oftenly, and after using the toilet also. And germs can get into our body through feces. Even through feces, when we go to the toilet also, it oftenly germs spread to our body. And here are some of the diseases that spreads through air. Some of the communicable diseases like tuberculosis, measles, influenza, chickenpox and swine flu, they spread through air. When does a person suffering from tuberculosis and common cold sneezes, coughs, the germ present in the throat or lungs of the infected person will mix in the air, and when the germs float in the air, that another person who is healthy, if he breathes that air, the germs enter to the healthy person's body and make him even sick. And thus the device spread from the person to person while breathing also. Yeah, these diseases like measles, influenza, these are caused by some of the virus, even the tuberculosis and swine flu also. You can see the chickenpox, which is commonly seen in the children. They may get affected oftenly. And this the influenza virus, which damages our lungs. And here you can see some of the diseases that spread through insects. How does the insects spread? Like they sit on the garbage and dirt which are filled with germs, and those houseflies or mosquitoes carry the germs from that garbage and dirt and sit on the food we eat and the places where we oftenly sit and use the water. That germs are mixed with the air and even the food that we take. And these are some of the mosquitoes like Anopheles mosquito cause malaria. It will carry the germs that cause the malaria, and flies can spread diarrhea, typhoid and cholera also. And here is the mosquito that spread dengue. And Aedes is the mosquito that spreads dengue, and most of the dangerous mosquitoes spreads a disease called chikungunya. We oftenly have heard this word in the recent years that most of the countries in our world were infected with this disease, which are caused by the mosquitoes itself. And how can we prevent this malaria, diarrhea, dengue and malaria? We should take some prevention measures like using mosquito nets, cover skin with long sleeved clothing, use screens or mosquito nets on windows and doors, use insect repellents, prevent mosquito breeding sites. Where does the mosquitoes breed much? Where the water is stagnant. Where the water is stagnant, they find those places to lay their eggs. So we should not keep our surroundings filled with any water, and we should empty, clean or dispose the containers that can hold water. We should not allow to collect the water in some particular place so that the mosquitoes will not lay eggs in the water. And we should introduce fish in the ponds. Like fish eat most of the mosquitoes larvae. Those are the eggs of the mosquitoes. They feed on mosquitoes larvae. When those fish eat mosquitoes larvae, the multiples of mosquitoes will die in that. Hence we can reduce the mosquitoes. And even we should sleep under the mosquito nets, and for our home we should use mosquito net sunscreens for our windows. And even we should consult a doctor for preventive medicines. We should take a preventive medicines and take to the checkup regularly if we have the malaria disease found in our place where we stay. And we can see about non-communicable diseases. These are the diseases which are not communicated, means communicable from one person to another person. These are caused by, not caused by the germs. These some of the diseases like diabetes, cancer, heart disease, lung diseases. These are the diseases which we get from our foods. The foods which are rich in fats causes heart diseases, and the excess amount of sugar in our daily diet will cause the diabetics, that is sugar. And smoking and tobacco, alcohol causes lung diseases, even the cancer also. And we can see some of the deficiency diseases. These are the diseases where when we don't take our sufficient amount of nutrition, when there is a lack of sufficient nutrition to our body, there's the diseases like deficiency diseases are caused. These diseases also not communicable from one person to another person. Yes, the first disease we call it as scurvy. Scurvy is a lack of vitamin C. When there is a lack of vitamin C in our body, we get a disease called scurvy. It gets a swollen and bleeding gums. Here you can see swollen and bleeding gums are caused when there is a lack of vitamin C in our body. And so the prevention measures we should take, that is, we should contain a daily diet with vitamin C food rich foods like lemon, gooseberry, tomato and orange. We should include in our daily diet. And the night blindness. Night blindness means the person who is with night blindness, he cannot see, it means see in the normal night or any dim light, he is not able to see anything in the darkness. This causes due to the lack of vitamin A content in our body. This can be cured by a diet containing the vitamin rich foods. And the other diseases, deficiency diseases, is rickets. Rickets you can see here, where the bones are twisted and they become soft. This is because of lack of vitamin D and the calcium content in our body. This may cause even during the birth also. When there is a lack of vitamin D in the baby's body, he gets the rickets. And it can be cured by taking the vitamin D content foods like fish, butter, eggs, ghee and milk. And what is anemia? Anemia, that is disease which is caused due to the lack of blood content in our body, that iron content which reduces our blood with very lack of iron in our body. So this is the disease which has the symptoms of pale hands. You can see the dry hands, dry skin on our body, and there is no blood content in our body. And the symptoms are paleness, easily tired, flat and pale nails, pale and patchy skin. So when we take iron-rich foods like fish, eggs, spinach, beans, apple, chicken, nuts, the iron content also increases in our body, and which helps in the blood. It helps in increasing the blood content in our body. This cures the anemia disease. And next disease, goiter. Goiter is the disease which is caused like in our under our neck. We have the thyroid glands. It causes due to the thyroid glands. The thyroid glands expand and there will be found swelling in the neck region. This is the disease because of the lack of iodine content in our body. And to cure this disease, we should take the seafoods and the iodized salts, like some of the seafoods will contain a iodine in it. So we should take those fish and even the iodized salt. And even the human body defense means we will not communicable diseases. Even our body fights against getting these diseases through these 6 barriers like tears, saliva, skin, mucus, acid, and even the white blood cells. Tears protects eyes from dust and germs. And as tears flows, dust and microorganisms are also washed out from the with the tears. And even saliva that is produced in our mouth through the salivary glands to digest the food. That juice also kills the most of the germs that enter to our body through food. And skin also covers the whole body, and it will not let any microorganisms enter to our body. And mucus, that is the inner surface which is found in our windpipe, that is the nose, which is coated with a sticky material called mucus. This also trap, you can see the mucus in our nose with the little hairs also. That traps the microorganisms that may try to enter our body, and thus prevents the germs without entering to our body. And the acids in the stomach also kills the acids that is produced in our stomach, which also kills the microorganisms that enter our body in along the food we take. And even white blood cells, we have a white blood cells in our blood that at least a few germs enter the body. These germs are killed by the blood cells. The white blood cells kills the germs that enters our body. And here you can see the prevention measures taken in spreading of communicable diseases. We should wash our hands before and after eating food, and we should not eat or drink any food, or we should not eat any drink or foods which are sold in the roadside stalls. We should eat freshly cooked food, and we should not even keep the food in a warm place for a more time, which may become stale. That also spreads the diseases. And drink only the water that is collected in the clean source. We should not drink the polluted water. We should even filter the water and take. And we should not dispose the garbage in the open places and even the water sources that may help in growth of the germs and even the mosquitoes. We should always dispose our garbage in a covered dustbin, and do not let the water to collect in our surroundings. And trim your nails regularly. Even some of the germs will enter to our nails, and it will enter to our body when we have food. So get vaccinated against diseases. Actually, the vaccinations are given for every diseases from the time of birth. So we should get those vaccinations regularly to our children. And here comes the vaccinations. And we are exposed all time through the germs. We can see the germs around ourselves, but they enter our body also through air that we breathe, and the food we take, and the water we take, and through the wounds on which the germs enters our body easily when we get wounds also. So we should not drink unpolluted air and unpolluted uh, food, and we should cover our wounds also. And germs often enters our body most of the time, and but they will not cause disease. Why? Because our body will have a strength to fight against that disease. That strength or ability, we call it as immunity power. We need must and should. And we should take the foods that are rich in providing immunity power, like protein foods, and the foods that contain like ginger, garlic. Those foods have the best immunity power, and which fights against the diseases entering our body. And the immunity power will also not increase the germs in the larger number. And for that, even the vaccines are also given. Vaccines are given in a form of oral drops or injections. We can see that small children are given drops or injections. Those we call it as vaccines, which are given against diseases like polio, measles, chickenpox, hepatitis, tuberculosis, and tetanus. And those vaccines contain a weak or dead germs in it. The drops or the vaccines which the doctors give, they have the weak or dead germs. Those are vaccinated to our body through drops or injection, and thus prepares our body to fight against germs. And it tests our body whether our body is capable of fighting against those germs or not. And even every vaccine protects the person from getting the diseases like polio, measles, chickenpox, hepatitis, tuberculosis, and tetanus. And here is the picture that shows the vaccination process. Vaccination given in a form of injection or oral. And here the body fight with those germs which are entered to our body newly. And then the body is prepared and prepared well for fighting against diseases, and in even the further infection of diseases also. And here is the chapter which we discussed till now, food health and diseases. And even you can watch us on YouTube also. Thank you for the class.